Hey y'all, it's me back here in the back seat. I'm in the car, or I'm in the truck with Mama and Greg, and we're headed to the pumpkin patch. One of my favorite days of the year when I get to go get my pumpkins for my front porch. So we're going to a little place in Cross Plains, Tennessee, and it's just a little family-owned place called Osborne's. And it's the cutest little place. She has goats and chickens, and we I always love taking my grandkids up there because they get to pet the little animals, and then we get to pick out our pumpkins. So anyway, when I get here to the pumpkin patch, I'm going to share it with you. And Mama's driving the car.
As usual.
Yep, she's driving. We started out with Greg driving. That didn't work out so good. Mama don't ride well with others.
Well.
Bless her heart, she hates riding in the truck. So now we had to pull over and let her drive. So this is me back here hanging on. So anyway, we will see you when we get to the pumpkin patch. Get all these beautiful pumpkins. I love the ones with all the little knots and bumps. I love coming up here. And then we got the little goats over here. Hi, baby. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hi there, sweetie. Look at those pretty eyes. Look at those pretty eyes. Yeah. Yeah. Mama in her cute little overalls. I said you in your cute little overalls. Now this is the sweet man and lady that I buy from every year, and they're from Osborne's farm. And they just have the most beautiful place and all these pretty pumpkins and the goats. What's his name? Fergus. Oh, Fergus, you got to get in the picture too. There you go. Oh, goodness. Oh, I love that stem. Ooh, I love that stem. Look how pretty he is. Oh, yeah, there's some pretty stems. That's got a big, tall stem on that one. Which one? I'll get you that one. You want that one? That's a good stem. We always try to find the biggest, tallest stems we can find. Don't break the stems.
She's already out of room on her wagon.
That is a big one. Well, y'all, I'm back from the pumpkin patch, and as you can see, I've got lots of pumpkins. I've got a really, really big pumpkin. I call this a giant pumpkin, and it's probably the biggest pumpkin that I've ever bought. And it was $15, which I thought was a really good price for that size pumpkin. Not sure where I'm going to put it yet, but oh, I just loved him. My mom bought a really big one too. We both got us a big one this year. And then I think I bought maybe like 8 or 9 pumpkins. And I also stopped at the greenhouse, the S&W greenhouse in White House, Tennessee. And that's where I buy all my spring plants every year. And they have the most beautiful mums every year. And the color I get is kind of the burnt orange, I'll call it. It's an orange, just a kind of a dark orange. And they kind of seem to go the best with my stuff on my porch. They show up the best with all my pumpkins. And these are 8-inch pots, and they were only $6.50 a mum. So I thought that was a really good price on those. And I bought 4 of those. And what I think I'll do is I've got my planters still on my porch that I had geraniums mixed with asparagus fern through my spring and summer season. I think I'll just dig up my geraniums and move them around to my side garden. So, because you can tell they're still blooming. They're not as pretty, nearly as pretty as they were, but they're still blooming. So I hate to get rid of them. So I'll probably just move them around to my side garden and let them bloom a little bit more. And then I'll take my mums and kind of mix them with my stuff that's just green. And then on my big ferns, because they're still so pretty too, what I usually do is take one of the big pumpkins and just kind of set that in the top of this fern and then let the fern part come out around the bottom. And I think that looks really pretty. And my grandkids love Halloween, so I try to mix in a little bit of Halloween out here as well, not just the fall. But I guess the best thing I can do is quit talking about it and just get to work. So guys, you guys stick with me and we'll just see what I end up doing out here. Well, I guess I'm going to start with getting this little geranium out of here. I think I can just, this was one big plant, so I can probably just pull it out. All right, let's see if get this big thing out of here. I have to say that my little iron black Windsor chairs and my bench is holding up so good. I'm really glad that I bought that this spring. I'm going to need new pillows. I'm going to have to cover those. And I got just the perfect fabric. I was at we have this little flea market here in town called Tennessee Flea, and it's in White House, Tennessee. And they had a whole bundle. One of the booths had a whole bundle. There was plenty of yardage for me to make my pillows. And it was burlap. It was a real dark orange burlap with some little black owls on it. It's so cute. So I think I'm going to make a few throw pillows to go out here for that. So I'll show y'all that fabric here once I get to that point. Take my flags out. All right, now I'm going to plant this. I'm going to put that one here. And I'm going to put this mom is going to go in here. I'm going to put this mom up here. And I got to plant all these. But I'm just setting them where I want them for now. And then this one's going to go here. Well, I didn't realize when I put this in here that it was going to be in here for life. And set a pumpkin inside there instead of doing a mom. Okay, now let me get this mom planted in this big planter. Now this will look pretty once all this starts blooming. I think it will. Now let's try to plant this one over here. Now I scooted my mom back some because I'm going to put a pumpkin. I think I'm going to scoop this pumpkin over here. Can't go far with it, it weighs too much. I'm going to put one of these smaller ones beside it. think I'm going to try to set one on this table, this little bitty black table that I have right here. All right, now I'm try and set this big heavy pumpkin right here. Oh, she's heavy. All right, now I'm going to work on making a few pillows to go out there on my porch. And this is the fabric that I was telling you guys about earlier. It's, you can see it. It's burlap. It's orange burlap, and it's got these little black owls on it. I thought it was so cute. So what I'm going to do, I've got enough of this fabric to cover 2 of these 18 by 18 pillows. And then, because I don't use these anymore. And then this one, I use this at Christmas, but that's okay. I'll just take this pillow cover off when Christmas gets here and use it on my porch without the Halloween pillow cover. So I've got enough fabric to do it and to do these two. So let's just cut these out. And I just allow myself enough. I'm just going to cover this the simple way, run downstairs and sew it up. Make sure I got enough left for this side. Yep. Now let's try to stuff these pillows in here and hope that they fit. Let's do this big one first. Again, the things that we go through to try to make something pretty. Now, that was just right. And we'll just have to come back and hand sew this right here, a little opening. And I guess for those of you that don't like to sew, you could run a little bead of hot glue right through there and that would do the trick as well. Hey y'all, day 2. I'm decorating my porch. I've got all my mums planted, got all my pumpkins where I think I want them. And today I'm just going to be adding in my pillows and a scarecrow that I've made and a sign, a harvest sign that I've made that I've used for years and years. And anyway, I'm just going to get busy and try to finish this porch up today. So y'all come along. Let me just kind of show you what I've got so far, where I've put my pumpkins and planted my mums. And I'm still undecided about those ferns by the front door with the pumpkins on top. I'm going to add all my other stuff in and kind of see what I need to take away. Well, I got to get this shelf down here because I'm going to hang my harvest time sign here. Let me get this shelf down. This is a sign that I made years ago. It says harvest time. And my husband had brought home an old little wooden trailer. It was a Gravely lawnmower trailer, and it was orange. It was kind of this reddish orange color. So he just wasn't going to do anything with it. So I said, I want those boards on the side. So I took those boards and just painted on this little harvest time. And I have used this every year. And on the back, I have Merry Christmas. So I just flip it around from fall to Christmas. And I think I'm going to have to raise my little hook. Make sure that's straight. Yeah. Okay, now, let's see. Well, I'm back out today, and I've brought my stuff up from the basement that I want to add in. It seems like it's taken me forever this time, but I've had to stop and just had a lot going, a lot of things going, so haven't really had a chance to do it all in one day, so I'm kind of doing it in little pieces. But today I'm going to add in some of my little decorator things I had down in the basement. So I'm going to start by adding some corn stalks in here. And these are just those short ones like I've bought. I've got several of these. I'm just going to put these in here. Okay, and now I've got, let's see what I did with it. I thought this was the cutest little witch. Hope you can see it. I bought it at Michael's this year. Mom and I both bought one, and it was just natural wood, and it's just real thin little plywood of some sort, and we just painted it black. I want it to look kind of like a witch silhouette, because my grandkids they're scared of witches from the Wizard of Oz, so they love witches. So I knew I had to put some kind of witch out here. So I'm going to hang her. I already moved my hook. I'm going to hang her out here. I think that looks cute. And now I brought my pillows out that I sewed up the day before yesterday. So I'm going to add a couple of pillows in. You know, I made that big long one. So I'm going to put it right here. This mum might be in your way. And then I've just got a little black checket one I'm going to layer in front of it. Now let's see. Now I've got this corn shuck wreath that I made. I don't know, it's been a few years, and she's starting to be on her last leg where the wind has blown across my porch. It's a little rough looking, but I think we can maybe salvage another year. So I'm going to hang that on my front door. And then I've got this cute little scarecrow. Mama and I made these last year, and all we did was take a gourd. That's his head, is a gourd, and we just got like a little jigsaw, and Greg helped us. We cut out the eyes and the nose and the mouth and just painted a little bit around his little face features. Added a hat out of burlap and just kind of decorated him up like a scarecrow. And he is just on like he just has a base, like a little 2x4 base, and then he just has a stick and like a cross that comes out, and we just draped an old feed sack over him for his clothes. Added a little scarf and decorated him up with a little bit of corn. But anyway, I think I'm going to put him over on this end of the porch. But before I add that scarecrow, I've got these other two pillows that I made for my little black iron chair. So I'm going to put these in here. There's a little color down here. And now let me get my scarecrow. All right, little fella, where are we going to get you where you won't fall? I thought he'd be cute sitting there by my little bee skep shed. All right, now let's turn you around a little bit more. I brought this little guy out here the other night after it got dark. I thought I need something with a little light on it out here. So this one is one that my next door neighbor, Mike, sweetest little man that lives next door to us, and he knows how my grandkids love pumpkins and how I love pumpkins, so he's such a thoughtful man. And he brought me this big, huge pumpkin, and it was real bright orange, and so I painted it and kind of antiqued it a little bit so it would blend better with my stuff out here, and then it lights up, and I think he's so cute, and the grandkids love him. But I added him, and let's see, and I added this little skeleton guy. I bought him at Goodwill a few weeks ago, and he was $5.99, and he was kind of bright, a little shiny looking. So I brought him home, aged his little skull head, aged his little candle holders, and then I put 3 of my little wax candles, little wax bulbs, silicone bulbs, and put those little bulbs in there. And I even actually aged them just a little bit and painted his base black. So now he fits right in. He's kind of old looking, and he fits in with the rest of my stuff. And he kind of gives it that little scary look that the kids like. Well, I think I've just about got everything finished out here. All I need to do now is water my mums good. Those things dry out so fast. Give them a good watering, and then I'll come through and do a little final video just to show y'all what everything looks like now that I've got it all decorated. And I just hope you guys are all having a good fall season. I know I am. It's been lots of fun. I've done lots of things with the family and the kids and my grandkids. So it's been a lot of fun, and we've still got the month of October left. So anyway, y'all, I thank y'all for joining me, and I'll just see you in the next video.